Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to trading, it can feel a little bit overwhelming at the beginning of your journey as it feels like there is so much to learn to get started. A big issue that I hear a lot of people face when it comes to trading is finding the time to trade. Especially if you hold down a full-time job, it may not always be possible to jump onto the computer to get into a trade. That's why trading from your mobile phone can be a very interesting option for you. And in this video, I'm going to share with you just how you can get started trading from your phone. I'm going to show you some platform options that you can use to trade from your mobile phone, as well as how to get started actually getting in and out of trades. So if you like the sound of that, make sure to keep watching this video. And if it's the first time you are watching me, welcome. My name is Emily, and on Mindfully Trading, I share my journey as I grow and develop as a trader. I've been trading for about 5 years now. I originally started trading the US stock market, but since then I've gravitated towards trading the foreign exchange market, Forex. I also do this alongside looking after my little one, and as I'm recording this, I'm currently expecting my second child, so it's very busy on my end. If you'd like to join me along the way of this journey, and also stay tuned for any trading tips that I share like in this video, make sure that you are subscribed below and don't forget to hit that like button. Meanwhile, let's get into the content. Okay guys, so first things first, let's explore what platform to use just to trade from your mobile phone. As you can probably imagine, there are a lot of platforms out there, and it really depends on what you want to trade as to which platform to use. So if you're looking to trade on a more long-term basis, perhaps you were looking to swing trade or maybe even hold trades over a few months or invest, you might be better suited to a specific investment platform such as Trading 212 if you are here in the UK, or eToro or XTB. And it's super easy to do that on your mobile phone. All you need to do is go into the App Store and do a search for which company it is you're interested in. So for example, if I do a search for Trading 212, and it will load up their app. You can install that for free, and from there you can go ahead and set up your trading account. As I said, that's for if you are looking to more swing trade or long-term hold, specifically for stocks and commodities. On the other hand, there are other platforms out there that you can use that are more suited if you are looking to day trade. And there are quite a lot of different platforms available, such as Metatrader 4, Metatrader 5, Trader, and Ctrader. Personally, I really like to use the Metatrader platform. It depends on which broker you go with as to whether it's Metatrader 4 or Metatrader 5, but essentially they look the same, they just function a little bit differently. And recently there was a little bit of a problem with Metatrader for iPhone users, but that has been fixed now. That was basically to do with the conflict in Russia, and for a short period of time they limited the access on Metatrader, but it has pretty much blown over now and you can use it as usual. And the thing I like about Metatrader is that you can use that platform with many different brokers. So if you decide to go with a broker who is specifically accepting clients from America or from Australia, they will probably offer Metatrader. I've tried quite a few different brokers since I've been trading, and all of them have offered Metatrader. So I find it to be a really good platform because it's very versatile and accepted by loads of different brokers. And again, to download it, it's super easy. You just go into the Play Store or your App Store and do a search for Metatrader. Right at the top, you should see the options for both Metatrader 4 and Metatrader 5. It's probably a good idea to check on your broker as to which one to go for. So if you are starting right at the beginning, and you're going to need a broker to do this, I have created a separate video to help guide you to choose a broker, so I will include a link to that above. But the broker that I use, as you can see on the screen here, is Fxview. I have a live account with Fxview, and they also offer demo accounts for free, which is what I'm going to use in this demonstration video today. So you can create a free account with Fxview from their main website. Once you've done that, you'll be able to access your dashboard. And as you can see along the top here, there's an option to create a live account, and there's also an option to create a demo account. And if you click on that, you can quite simply set up the details here. They give you 3 options for trading platforms. So I've just gone with Metatrader 4, and also your currency, your leverage, and then you can enter in your own password. Once you've done that, you should be able to have your trading account details pop up on the screen, and that's when you can log into Metatrader on your phone to be able to log in to your account. So let's do that now. So here I am in the Metatrader platform. It automatically brings up the quotes, and in the top left hand corner you've got your menu button. If you click on that, If you click on manage accounts, and that's where you can press the cross button to log into an existing account, the one that you have literally just made. So you need to enter in your broker name to find your broker, which for me in this case is Fxview. Now I've just created a demo account for this video, so I'm clicking on their demo server, Fxview2-demo. The login and the password should have been displayed when you create an account with your broker, and they usually email you a copy of that as well. So make sure you keep a note of that so that you can use that to log into it on your phone. Once you've logged in, you should be able to see the main account selected there. And I'm just going to talk you through a little bit of the dashboard of how it looks on your phone. So they are the accounts menu where you can log into different accounts. Along the bottom here, you can probably see the candlesticks. If you click on there, that's where you can access your chart. The button just to the left of that, the two arrows, is your quotes menu. This is where you can see the different markets you have available. So right at the top, we've got Ethereum USD, Ethereum against the dollar. And on the right next to that, you can just see the two figures, which are the sell and the buy price. Now, this will display all the markets you have available with your broker. It might not display all of them. So if you can't see the market that you want to trade, in the top right-hand corner, you'll see the plus. If you click on that, that's where you can access all of the markets. You can search for what you want to trade, or you can click on each individual market category like Forex. That will show you all of the pairs there. And then as you can see with Fxview, we've also got indices, metals, oil, and natural gas. So I'm going to just select USD yen for this example. Now you can hold on the actual row, and that will bring up this little menu here where you can place a new order or you can open the chart. And that will load up the chart for USD yen. Now personally, I don't use my phone to look at charts. I much prefer to use TradingView on my computer because it is so much easier to use and easier to do technical analysis and just basically plan the trade. If I have to trade from my phone, I will usually plan it on the computer, then execute on my phone. But you've got to do what you've got to do if you're limited on time and accessibility, and this is a way that you can look at charts on your phone. But along the top here, just very briefly, there is the button on the left that you can switch between your crosshair and your pointer. If you click on that F, you can select some indicators to add to your chart. So you do have some accessibility to some drawing tools, like the shapes just next to that, where you can add objects. Now, if you want to change the time frame, if you click on where it says current time frame, which in this case is M5, the 5 minutes, that will load up this little spinny dial where you can select either the 1 minute, 5, 15 minutes, 30-hour, 4-hourly, daily, weekly, or monthly. So you've got quite a lot of choice there. And on the top right, if you click on there, that brings up your order panel. But I'm going to go out of that for the moment. Now you can just use your fingers to simply just zoom in and out of that. So if you want to zoom right in, if you want to zoom right out, that's how you do that. And you can just sort of scroll across in that way. So moving on through the menus, right at the bottom, just to the right of the candlesticks, we've got one arrow. That is your current trade panel. So it's where you can see your balance, your equity, and your free margin. If you're in any current positions, it appears on the screen. And then moving on again, the button next to that is history. So that's the trades that you have taken, which, as you know, I've just created this new demo account for this video. So at the moment, all it's showing me is my balance. Moving on, there is a panel for news, and then the last button is messages. So you might not use those two as much on this platform. So I'm going to go back to the quote screen, which is the screen I like to set my orders from. And I'm going to just hold and hover click on USD yen to load up my little menu here where I can click on new order. Now, there are a few different ways of setting an order from your phone. It's really good because it does try to include as much features as possible that you would get from using on the computer. But as you can see, it's automatically set to market execution. So this would execute the trade straight away at the current market price, which at the moment, as you can see, is 134.55, give or take some marginal pips. If you want to set a pending order, you can click on market execution, and that will load up a menu where you can choose either buy limit or sell limit, or a buy stop or a sell stop. If you're not familiar what those are, a buy limit is where you're waiting for price to come down to your buy order, where it will then buy you in. And a sell limit is the same in reverse. You're waiting for price to go up to where your order is sitting, where you will then sell. A buy stop and a sell stop work a little bit differently. So if you are looking to use a buy stop, you are looking to buy above where current price is. So essentially, price will push up and trigger you into that trade. Vice versa, for a sell stop, you are looking to sell below the current price of the market. So you're waiting for price to drop down and trigger you into your trade short. For this example, I'm going to just stick with a market execution to get straight into the trade. But I am still going to set a stop loss and a take profit, which are what these two options are below. So the red underlined option and the green underlined option, they are the stop loss and the take profit. So as I'm looking to buy, I'm going to enter in a stop loss of 134.50, very tight for this demonstration, a 5 pip stop. And I'm going to set a target of 134.60, a very tight 5 pip take profit. And I'm going to buy. And that's it. Order is open. It automatically takes you to your trading panel. At the moment, as you can see, I'm currently in the red. So at the top, the header has got a red background to show that. And this is my trade. So if you click on it once, it just loads up these extra details here. So you can see that I have brought 5.55, my default leverage there, at 134.558. Current price is 134.557. And underneath that, you can see the date of the time, the stop loss, which is set at 134.50, and the take profit, 134.60. There's also a figure there to show the commission that you will need to pay on this trade. Now, if you want to alter that once you are in a trade, you can do that from here. You simply just click and hold, and that will load up a little menu to where you can close the order if you want to get out early. You can add by selecting a new order, or you can modify the order. And that will load up your presets, so your stop loss and your take profit. And you can always edit it from there. So if I want to reduce my take profit to 0.58, I can click modify, and if I click back on the menu here, it will load it back up. It's been amended to 134.58. So there's quite a lot that you can do from your mobile phone. But as I said before, if you get into a trade and you don't mean to, or like now it's gone into profit and you want to close while you're up, I can click and hold on the trade. I can click close order. It won't close it straight away. It will bring up a menu where you can edit some details. So you can see your current position, and at the top it says 134.558. That's where I'm currently in price. At the moment it's dropped again, so I would be closing with a loss. But if you click on close there, that will just automatically close the order for you, and then you can see at the top that trade has disappeared. If you click on the next button along your trade history, you should be able to then see the results of that trade. And if you click on that once, again, you can see the details if you want to see where your stop loss was, where your take profit was. But it will tell you that you got in at this first figure here, and then you got out at this second figure here. So there's a very brief introduction for you on how to set a trade using Metatrader 4 and the broker Fxview. Again, if you are a beginner, you can create a free demo with them, which I definitely advise because it's just better to practice and develop your skills in a demo. It's a risk-free environment using paper money. It's like a virtual way of trading. And so you don't have the fear or the risk of losing any money there. If you've got any questions about any of the topics I've covered in this video, be sure to include them in the comments below. Meanwhile, if you've enjoyed the video, please let me know by hitting that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos, and I'll catch you in my next one. Thank you for watching. Bye!